All right, looks like I am live. I started just a little bit later than I said I would. See if anyone is going to join today. I haven't done this in a little while. Hopefully, it's using the mic that is. Oops. Oh, please do that. Well, yeah. So, okay. I'm going to just take a moment, see if anyone's going to join, and I'm going to read the question from who I'm going to do the reading for. I'm just going to give this a couple more minutes. I see one person's here, so thanks for joining, whoever you are, and feel free to type anything in if you want to. And I think it's good to like read this question because like even if you're joining later, then this question's probably for you too. Um, so this is about twin flame reunion and what do we have to do in order to claim our twin flame harmonious union? That is an excellent question. And of course, the short, like direct answer is love yourself, right? Like truly, really deeply and just, center everything on the divine, on your ascension path. And with that being said, I'm going to now pull a card for you. So, hey, thanks for joining. So, I'm just about to pull a card for someone's one card reading, and then we're going to do also collective reading. But this reading, is of course, it's going to resonate for everyone in your own way. But this is specifically for the question of what do I need to do to get into my harmonious twin flame union to have that reunion? And these cards are the Psychic Tarot for the Heart guidebook. Did I introduce myself? I'm Aldyn, if not, so yeah. Okay, so the card is, Opportunity Beckons. He's looking over the side. He's cool where he is too. It's like there's opportunity that beckons and there's peace within where you already are. And there's this really cool infinity sign there as well. And this is the green suit. And to me, this really signifies heart chakra. So heart chakra healing. It's number 4, so it's about your foundation. So if you want some next steps for your harmonious twin flame union, I would say really focus on your foundation. What is the divine calling you to do to build up your foundation? Sometimes this is some action to take. I think given that this is also Mercury retrograde, usually those actions are in some way related to like even if you're moving forward, it's about taking care of what kind of you've been putting off or just hasn't really there hasn't quite been like the clicking of like, oh, I know what to do to kind of finish this and move forward, to like finish laying my foundation here to actually move forward. So Mercury retrograde, like it's like finishing past projects, but sometimes it can look like a new project, but it's really the project and kind of coming to this next level of completion. So pay attention to what that means for you, because you don't want to be afraid to take action, right? But you also want to do it from like an inner place of peace. And this really also speaks to that. It speaks to that peace that you've already cultivated. Again, like the card and like looking at the view, having already that perspective, that peace. And there's something calling to you. So this to me also signifies that it's going to be something clear. It's going to be something that's pretty direct and obvious. And you can choose that now for yourself too. So yeah, just, think about that. And you can let the divine show you a sign if you need it, for how to move forward, how to love yourself, in the center of your heart. Because again, this is about heart healing too. And let's pull one more card for you for this reading, this like particular subject, your question for your one card reading, which is now a two card reading. So this is number 6, Healing Begins. What a beautiful, perfect card. And you can see her heart chakra is lit up. So definitely speaking to that heart chakra. And this is kind of, a blue indigo color. So it does also speak to the throat, third eye. So just about like sharing, and number 6 too, about sharing, about communication, and about how that can be about healing. Like you don't need to share right now what feels uncomfortable. It's safe to give yourself space to let the healing begin and trust yourself that you are desiring to communicate and that you're going to do that from a place that feels good to you. And this is like speaking, yeah, sure, directly to your twin flame if you know them, but it could be communicating with anyone and also communicating with yourself. Like even when you're like, hey, I need a glass of water. That's a very simple, basic communication to yourself in a lot of ways. But it could be like, you need to drink water now. It could feel bad. I mean, I don't know if you've ever just like drank water because you're like, I think I should be thirsty, or I'm gonna have to go somewhere where, I'll have limited access. I'll drink more now, or I don't know. I mean, I've thought these things. But like uh but that feels a little bit forced and controlling versus like doing what actually feels good, right? Like when you're truly thirsty and you drink water, or you drink enough so that you're not like, over that point of too much thirst, I guess. It's like it's about the balance, right? It's about like what you really need to feel fortified, and this is how your healing begins. And it's also how it takes off, how you like really create that next level of your foundation for yourself. And from there, you can share and communicate. It's going to be really beautiful. So, those are your two cards. So, I hope that that answers your question and brings you some clarity for your next steps. And look forward to hearing how that resonates for you. And so let's talk more, about Mercury retrograde, and just like, well, let's talk about how communicating might not be like how it usually is, right? So it could be a time when sometimes we're actually called to communicate in new ways too. So, and then it kind of, I guess, like forces you, not in a like bad way, but it directs you to look at previous communication styles and to integrate everything. And I think this is especially true with Mercury in Gemini, um, in retrograde, and the sun's in Gemini too, the twins. And it's not about having some like evil complex. That's no, it's not that. But there's perhaps a part of you that you don't know, that you're getting to know more, that you're embracing, that you're loving, that you're feeling through. And it's safe to do that because, if there's a part of you there, then calling love forth to this part of you is going to bring this part of you alive and make it beautiful, not make it like dorky or weird or I don't know, whatever. So yeah, it's just safe to accept that. It's safe to accept your divinity, to feel confident, kind of like testing the waters in new things, but also then you can fall back into what you are comfortable with. Not like in a settling way, but like going deeper even with that comfort, and like who you are at the core and the truth of you. And this is really important too for, hi, thanks for joining. See someone else joined, and feel free to type anything if you want to. So yeah, we're just talking about Mercury retrograde right now. And so yeah, like safe to feel comfortable, like falling back into yourself and really recognizing when you are having a good time doing something, like when it is fun, playful, or even it's work, but it feels like I don't know, like good, fortifying, like it got work done. And then then you are going to be able to see like, okay, what feels good to kind of like expand in this space. So let's pull another card from the same deck. Then let's go to another deck. So this is number 6 again, and this card is love. Such a beautiful card. So yeah, and I mean, it really speaks to how love is growing. It speaks to how you can trust more of your inner self and also where your twin flame is, but not by like, trying to rely on your twin flame, but just relying on the divine within both of you. And that creates a tension, but not like a like gravity, like a force, like love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. I think that's Jeff and Shlia quote. And yeah, I mean, like you can see how there's a bigger heart, and this heart leaf is like growing into its own space. Like it's safe to grow into your space, and the more you get to know what your space is and like really relax into it, the more you can grow in that space. And maybe you'll be like transplanted, so to speak. I mean, we're not plants, right? We move around, we do lots of things. Um, but yeah, it's safe to grow. And maybe this is a time of stillness in a way, or at least some of it, so that you can do that. So let's do crystal angels. Okay. So we're going to do crystal angels deck and pull a card from there. And let's do this card for Venus moving into Cancer, which just happened. So, more domestic stuff. What does that mean to us? That means easy does it, Sapphire. Yeah, and this angel figure really reminds me a lot of Hermes, of Mercury, the Greek sort of like god, and right, and yeah, because the two wings helmet thing. So yeah, easy does it. And I think what this is also speaking to is communication and how to like love yourself and nurture yourself, and to do your work of the day from that really like sustained place, and like go deeper with trusting yourself by giving to yourself, by filling yourself up, including your home life. So this really speaks to easy does it, like not overdoing. Like maybe you want to rearrange some aesthetics, like in your home, for instance. Like Venus in Cancer really speaks to that, but like do it from a place that actually feels sustainable. So don't try to push yourself here too much. And it says your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. And I think with Sapphire, which has some third eye like qualities, it also speaks to not trying too hard to like, I guess, stretch your third eye, or like look, beyond what you need to. Like trust that that vision is coming to you, that God is providing the vision, and you don't need to like, try to tap into it more than feels really gentle. Yeah, I think it says require a gentle approach. So take a gentle approach there. So let's pull another card from this deck. This is Citrine, Unnecessary Worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solution. Do I have citrine here? Oh, yeah, I do. So, yeah, this is a really beautiful reminder also to focus on your creativity and abundance, and to have a nice time. I pulled this card and immediately I felt like, oh, like I have tension here, like immediately. And so that's an indicator to me that like just it's a reminder, to be creative. You want to feel relaxed. Unnecessary worries, it's safe to release them. It's safe to release the when and the how, and this includes your twin flame journey too, and your healing. If you are worried, no matter what your outside reality looks like, no matter, I don't know, what you're being told, no matter what you're having to go through, the next challenge, or how good things are too. also don't create worries out of, like, stabilize your foundation without having it be about worry. Like, is there a way where you can really like love yourself there instead and be like, I'm going to provide for myself here. I'm going to make sure I have a crop here for when it's dry season. So providing for yourself from a place of love, caring, and wisdom, and not from worry. So let's pull a couple more cards. I think this is going to be, um, not like a shorter reading. We're going to do Nature's Whispers. Shuffling those cards. And card is Bountiful Harvest. So speaking of, like seeds and stuff. So this is a time about harvesting. This is perhaps like harvesting more of your aesthetic too, like getting clear, because Venus is all about that. Getting clear on what you really like. And aesthetic can mean a lot of things. It can mean like how you like to spice your food. It could mean, again, like I think home decor is probably going to be really big while Venus is in Cancer. Like I've been, I didn't even think about it until this reading, but yeah, I've been paying more attention. So yeah, it's time to really like receive your visions for how you desire to experience God through aesthetics, and to trust that and trust how that's going to support you. Like, we don't realize sometimes how important like art is to your like to your own inspiration, to your own well-being. And I think it's a good time for maybe giving there too, for also like creating some value. And art can mean so many things, right? Like maybe you're not really an artist per se, but whatever it is, whatever you like to create is your creativity. And so it's safe to give there and to really see like how you can give at a more refined, higher vibration in a sustainable way. And so this card is Let Love Be Your Beacon. So it's just saying, in order to do that, let love guide you. Do it from a place of love that truly feels good and, of love, right? So that feels good. Let's do one more card from here. New experiences and possibilities. Yeah, so this is going to help you manifest new experiences and possibilities. As you're getting creative with the divine, you're showing the universe like, hey, I choose to create in my reality and I choose to create divinity. And so you're going to attract more of that to you naturally. So it's great to get that creative. I could feel some momentum there, get that creative process going. So let's kind of wrap this up. Let's pull a chakra card. That's going to be good. Give you a chakra to focus on. I mean, it's good to focus on them all in balance, right? But yeah, let's see. And these are chakra reading cards by Rachelle, Charman. Gonna shuffle them. I shuffle them, this way. See, a lot of people, shuffle their cards so that they're not. They do end up a little bit bent. But anyways, that's how I've always done it. Okay, so number 12, relationships. Well, that's a fun card to end on. Yeah, very twin flamey. Doesn't get any more twin flamey than that, right? And I like the colors of the leaves, how it goes from green to like changing color. And it really speaks to like it's safe to change. It is safe to go through metamorphosis. It's safe for things to be revealed to you. And that can go different ways. It can go like, oh, it's what I always thought, but like I wasn't sure, or it can be like, oh, it's something different than I thought, but I'm willing to take this leap of faith, or perhaps, both in their own way. And like, sometimes you have to take a leap of faith even though you're already aware of what you've been working towards. And number 12 speaks to a completion of a larger cycle and a true laying of foundation in some way. So, some sense of mastery here, and then, receiving love from that. So, be open to receiving during this time. And this is also the sacral chakra. So, it speaks to, yes, intimacy and all of that, and also the creativity again. So, um, creativity is going to be extra healing during this time, especially with the eclipse coming on too, right? And just like moving through the energy that brings. So, yeah, keep moving through it and tap into that creative force in a very gentle and healing way. And I will see you next time, Twin Flames. This has been really lovely, and you can check out the links below or get in touch with me if you have any questions. And of course, work with me too if you would like to. Like I said, the links below. And that's it. So, yeah, have a great evening or day ahead and take care. Bye.